I wasn't going to date any more musicians.
It's like you got your wish.
Yeah, not anymore. That's right. That's a good one. Yeah, I decided that because it seemed like a good idea. You know, always seemed like a good idea, like very convenient. But then you break up and you have to get a new bass player, and that's just, you know. And if that was the best bass player that you had, but you can't work together because it's weird, you know, it's just too bad. I was like, I'm not going to ruin any more good musical relationships by making personal relationships. But that didn't last. But anyway, I did, at the time, I wrote a song about it. And I wrote this song, and I've actually recorded this song both in English and in French. And the French version came about because I was in the studio, and as we were recording it, I was thinking about the words of the song. And it's got a lot of musical terms, and I was realizing that it would actually translate really well into French. And so I have a friend back home who's from France, and she's actually a French professor at Furman University in the town where we live. And so we did a version of it in French, and I was going back into the studio to finish up my CD, and I told the engineer, I said, I need to do that vocal again on one microphone. And he said, why? And I said, well, I'm going to do it over in French. And he said, what? I said, just let me try this and see if it works, and if it's no good, we'll can it. So anyway, I did the song in French, and the engineer came on the intercom and he said, Angela, I think you sing better in French than you do in English. So anyway, my friend Marianne and I had so much fun writing together that we did a whole album full of songs. And it's just for fun. People said, why did you do a CD in French? And I said, just because I wanted to. Just want to do something a little bit different. It was quite a challenge, actually, to take, you know, a language that you're not a native speaker of and then try to rhyme and try to fit a certain timing and try to get the meaning. And it was a really interesting puzzle for me, and it was a really fun challenge, I think, that actually helped me when I went back to writing songs in English to maybe be a better writer. But so when I did the French album, that's why we did that, just for fun. So I've got the French CD with me today, and I'm going to do a little bit of this song for you since I've recorded it both in English and in French. I'm going to do a little bit in both. And when I get to the French part, if you don't speak French, just remember I wrote it about not dating musicians anymore. But there might be a lot of words that you recognize, because the French and English are very similar in musical terms. Like music is musique. Melody is mélodie, harmony is harmonie, guitar is guitare, microphone is microphone. So that was one of the reasons why I had the idea to write it, because I realized it would translate kind of seamlessly. And so I'm going to do this song for you now. This is one microphone, un microphone. Et ces vieux accroches joyeux semblent malheureux. Musique qui nous a réunis, musique finit nos chansons. Il est plus que le tendre amour. On a joué dans pas l'unisson. Mais j'espère qu'une belle nuit tu changeras la vie. Tu seras fatigué de jouer seul, parce que je ne suis qu'une mélodie. Tu étais mon harmonie. Tu me trouveras sur la scène avec un microphone. You were my harmony. You'll find me out on the stage. Just one microphone. One microphone. Oh, whoa, whoa. Thank you. So several of the songs tonight that I've already done are on that CD in French. The Happy Song is on there. Maria, My Friend, and Field of Sorrow is on there in French. And even Toy. We did a French version of Toy. Jouer. Well, Brandon couldn't be here today, but I want to do a song that he wrote. It's such a beautiful song, and I liked it so much that he doesn't write a whole lot of songs. And I do write a whole lot of songs, so I'm usually like, when I'm getting songs together for an album, I usually have way too many and I have to throw some out. But I like this song so much of his that I threw out one of mine and recorded it for the Beguiler album. This is a song about a love that was never meant to be. It's called The Fish and the Bird.
Oh, I love that.
Thanks. What was that, you? I gave my heart to a silver-winged bird. Thought he'd give me everything he could Well, I lived for a few years in Los Angeles, and I always tell people I never really appreciated the guys back home till I moved out to LA and met the guys out there. It's like completely different breed of male. And
peacocks.
By that I mean guys with like way more pairs of shoes than I have, and way more hair products than I have, and take longer to get ready than I do. And boy, it really made me miss the guys back home, especially when I was on a date with a guy and this really happened. I had to show a guy how to put air in the tires of his car because it was low. He didn't know how to put air in there. I was like, what in the world? So it really made me miss the guys back home, and so I wrote this song in honor of them and called it Truck Driving Man. And now you don't have to drive a truck to be a truck driving man. You can drive any kind of vehicle and be a truck driving man. However, if you take longer to get ready than I do, you're probably not a truck driving man. Well, I grew up on a farm down in Carolina where the men know how to be men. Grandpa'd ride the tractor, then he'd feed the cattle, sing a song for the day would end. Came to California where the boys are so pretty, their hair's full of gel and their clothes are never dirty. It leaves my heart longing for the simple satisfaction of a truck driving man. Now he can be from the hills, he can be from the swamp, it really don't matter to me. Just let me watch him fix my car, and Lord, I'm in ecstasy. Curl up and listen to some old Johnny Cash. It smells like tobacco and the bourbon in his glass. Lord have mercy, I get hot thinking about my truck driving man. All I want, truck driving man, yeah, yeah. Loaded up, fired up, and running the way he can. Give him your key, you'll understand, yeah, yeah. Lord, I don't want a doctor, I don't want a lawyer, I want a truck driving man. Question my line of thought here, so let me just explain. If you never had a man that works with his hands, then you probably think I'm insane. But just take a little break from that sophistication. Walk right down to your nearest filling station. Introduce yourself to your night shining diesel, your own truck driving man. All I want, truck driving man, yeah, yeah. Rolling up, fired up, and running the way he can. Give him your key, you'll understand, yeah, yeah. Lord, I don't want a doctor, I don't want a lawyer, I want a truck driving man. Said I don't want a doctor, I don't